Gulf County is very, very unique. We lie between basically two metropolitan areas, I guess you would call them, even though they're real small compared to South Florida. We lie between Tallahassee and Panama City. We're one county east of Panama City. And, I leave my house and I take a left and I have one traffic light, and 35 minutes later I'm at my office. And it's a small county, but it's got a lot of good people. The people make up the county. The role of the sheriff's huge in a small county. We are the go-to person. In a small county, they don't want to talk to the captain, or they don't want to talk to the lieutenant. Most of the time they want to talk to the sheriff. And so we tend to be the person that does a lot of counseling, whether it be problems, domestic problems, whether it be problems with juveniles, or whatever the situation may be. I started my in law enforcement at FDLE, working in a non-sworn capacity for about 4 years, and I went over and I worked in Gadsden County, just adjacent to Tallahassee. And I always say I got about 10 years of experience, or 30 years of experience in 10 years whenever I was at Gadsden. We were very busy there. Worked on patrol as a patrol supervisor, and went into investigations, worked investigations there. But a lot of cases kind of stick to in your mind as you go through your career and you look back on them. But I guess probably one of the more prominent cases, I had a case with at the time, I guess she was a senior citizen female that had a young man break in on her and assault her there in her house. She had just recently lost her husband, and I was the investigator that was called to investigate it. And at first it started out as we wasn't real sure, and once we got her calmed down, and just as I said, as the job is to hold someone's hand and to guide them through a difficult situation. That's what happened in this. Sat there and talked with her, and she eventually came around and was able to tell me. We were able to identify the suspect in it and made an arrest in it. And the impact that had on her being attacked in her own home, and how through just talking with me and me constantly going by there and updating her up on the case as to what things were happening as far as the sentencing and the negotiations that went through there. We developed a friendship, and after the conclusion of everything, and the person ultimately that was sentenced to, I believe, around 35 years in prison, to get a card from her thanking me for the job that I did. That one kind of stuck with me there, and to realize that we're out there doing the right things, and we're impacting lives and helping people through things that are just difficult for them to get through. And she says the friendship that she developed with me during this was what helped her get through the case. Being in the Sheriff's Association, we are all able to come together with different walks and different experiences, different sized counties with different ideas, but all come together as sheriffs together to look at the objectives moving forward, and pull together our resources, pull together our knowledge, and really work with one another and work through the association to get great things accomplished. The training that they provide to us, the other things that they're able to get to a small county as far as the level of expertise that I'm able to learn from, with being able to sit side by side with a sheriff that may have 30 years of experience with me only just a few years. It's good to learn from other sheriffs. It was a great experience coming in. I remember my first new sheriff school was to walk in and seeing 3 sheriffs that I knew and had known from years past, and one of them put his hand on my shoulder and said, glad to have you a part of us, and whatever we can do, we're here to help you. And they gave me their cell phone numbers and said, whatever you need as a first term sheriff, we're here for you.